Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the effing confusing language of corporate filings. Today we're diving into a report from Tenaya Therapeutics, and let's just say their stock price might be feeling a little under the weather. It's like a patient who needs a shot of good news fast. In this report, Tenaya Therapeutics has to tell the SEC and its investors that they risk being delisted from the stock market. On April 15 of 25, they received a warning letter from Nasdaq, the stock exchange they are listed on. The problem is that their stock price has been too low. Nasdaq requires a minimum price of $1 per share, and Tenaya's stock hasn't been able to stay above that for long enough. Basically, if your stock price stays below $1 for too long, Nasdaq will send you a notice saying you risk being removed from the exchange. The official rule they broke is called Nasdaq Listing Rule 514, and it's like a traffic law for stocks: stay above the minimum speed or you're in trouble. Tenaya now has until October 13 of 25, a period of 180 days, to get their stock price back up above $1 and keep it there for at least 10 business days in a row. Think of it as a trial period to prove they can get healthy again. This chance to get back on track is under Nasdaq Listing Rule 58110 CC3R, which is like a get out of jail free card, but only if you can turn things around quickly. For now, their stock is still listed, meaning it's still being traded. They haven't been kicked off the exchange just yet. It's like being on probation. To fix this, Tenaya needs its stock to trade at $1 or more for at least 10 days in a row. It's like needing to run a marathon, but instead of miles, it's days above $1. If they don't manage to do that by October, they might get another chance, an additional 180 days. To get this extra time, they'd have to move to a different, smaller market called the Nasdaq Capital Market. It's like moving from a big city to a smaller town to get a fresh start. One option they might consider is a reverse stock split. This is when a company reduces the number of its shares, which increases the price of each remaining share. It's like taking a pizza and cutting it into fewer slices, so each slice is bigger. But there's no guarantee they'll get that extra time or that Nasdaq will let them stay listed even after all that. It's like asking for an extension on a test. The teacher might say no. Tenaya says they're working hard to get their stock price up, but they can't promise anything. It's like saying you're trying your best, but you might still fail. Now let's step back and see what this all means. Tenaya Therapeutics is a biotechnology company, which means they're working on new medicines. These companies often spend a lot of money on research, and it can take a long time to develop a successful drug. If their stock price stays low, it can make it harder for them to raise money. Think of it like trying to get a loan when your credit score is bad. Being delisted from Nasdaq could also make investors lose confidence in the company. It's like a restaurant losing its good reviews. However, this doesn't necessarily mean the company is doomed. They still have time to turn things around, and they have potential new drugs in the pipeline. It's like a sports team that's down but still has a chance to win. Tenaya needs to convince investors that they have a plan to succeed. This could involve releasing positive news about their research or finding a partner to help fund their projects. It's like showing the world you have a recipe for success. In my opinion, Tenaya faces a tough road ahead, but they're not out of the game yet. Their strengths lie in their research and potential new drugs. Their weakness is their low stock price and the risk of being delisted. One of the biggest risks is whether they can develop a successful drug and bring it to market. It's like betting on a horse race. You never know for sure who will win. However, if they can overcome these challenges, they could have a bright future. It's like planting a seed. It takes time and effort to grow, but it can eventually blossom into something beautiful. The next few months will be critical for Tenaya. Keep an eye on their stock price and any news they release about their research. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and let me know what other corporate filings you'd like me to decode.